Very good morning. Today we are going to discuss about managerial accounting or management accounting in the area of accounting. As we all know, accounting is a business language which is used for various kinds of transactions during a given period of time. Accounting is defined as either recording or recounting the information of business enterprise during the specific period in a summarized form. So, American Institute of Certified Public Accounts Association defines the term accounting as accounting is the process of recording, classifying, summarizing in a significant manner of transactions which are financial in nature and finally interpreting the results. So, as we know this definition, accounting is always helpful for every kind of business. Now, we will be understanding the concept of management accounting as an area of accounting. So, management accounting is a new branch of accounting and it is of recent origin. Financial accounting records business transactions on double entry system and it helps to ascertain the profit or loss for a given period of time and valuation of stock of assets and liabilities on a given date. So, financial accounting enables the concern for the with the liabilities and safeguard the assets which is entrusted. But when we talk about management accounting, it refers to accounting for the management. So, management accounting provides necessary information to assist the management in the creation of policy and in the day-to-day operations. Management accounting enables the management to discharge all its functions. So, every organization appoints a manager and he will be called as managerial accountant. Now, what are the functions that are undertaken by the management accountant under the management accounting? First one is recording and providing data. So, the information which is obtained through cost accounting and financial accounting is to be recorded, and whatever the information that is supplied by the financial accounting through profit and loss account and balance sheet, that will be useful to the management accounting. Okay, so that information will be recorded and provided for managerial purpose. So, in this context, a management accountant plays an important role in the organization. So, his main job is to in the organization is planning and control. Okay, and second function is modifying data. Now, here modifying data is not manipulation of data, it is the data which is to be converted according to the requirements of the management. So, the data which is collected through the financial accounting and the cost accounting is to be prepared in the form of a report which is useful to the management, and that data is called as modified data. And the third function is analysis and interpretation of data. So, there are different forms of analyzing the information. It may be in a vertical form or it may be in horizontal form, which is presented through the profit and loss account. Nowadays we call it as income statement. And once we analyze the information as per the requirements and according to the accounting standards in India, they are to be interpreted, and interpretation depends upon the kind of the operations that are undertaken by the management and the type of information that is useful to the different parties. So, based on that, the data is interpreted. And next is communicating the data. So, when the information is received through income statement, whether we recognize certain items in the form of revenue or not, that will be communicated to the management for taking decisions. Okay, and whatever the decisions they take, these are categorized into programmed decisions and non-programmed decisions. So the information which is collected through various sources is communicated to the management. And next function is use of qualitative information. The information which is collected through various sources should be categorized as qualitative information and quantitative information. Quantitative information is presented in the manner which is required by the management, but as far as the qualitative information is concerned, whether the information is relevant to the business for taking important decisions or not, to be decided by the management accountant. So the use of qualitative information is for taking important decisions. And the last function of managerial accounting is controlling. Planning is the first function, controlling is the last function. So controlling helps to not to deviate from the anticipations that are made by the organization. So this is how there are few functions which are undertaken by the management accountant under the managerial accounting. Similarly, we have certain advantages of managerial accounting. Now, when we talk about advantages of managerial accounting, we have listed them into 10. One is simplify financial statements. So these financial statements will be used for analysis and interpretation. So the financial statements which are presented to the management should be very simple and easy. And this happens only when we prepare the financial accounting according to the accounting standards, and cost accounting according to cost accounting principles and policies. So the information which is collected will be very simple, and these are presented to the management in the form of statements, and this will be useful for taking decisions. Second advantage of managerial accounting is better decision making. Decision making is very crucial in every organization. If the decisions are taken correctly, definitely it will help the management to prosper. If the decisions are not taken rightly, it will not lead to success of the organization. At the same time, decision making is very important under the management accounting. So the decisions may be taken relating to monetary and non-monetary information. Next is increases business efficiency. So when we talk about efficiency, we have two important words to understand: efficiency and effectiveness. Effectiveness is always in absolute form. Efficiency will be in relative form. So if we have to measure whether the business is efficient or not, we should measure in a relative term. So we can understand whether either increase in the business activities or decrease in the business activities. Increase in the business activities lead to the profits, decrease in the business activities lead to losses. So if there is a continuous increase in the business activities, we understand that the business has been prospering and efficiency is also increasing. This is how the increase in business activities will help to achieve the business efficiency. And the next advantage is raising profitability. Every organization's main aim is to increase the profits. Now, profit is the difference between revenue and expenses. If we are planning in a better way and taking important decisions at the right time, that leads to profits. Profitability is again a relative term. So it is always expressed in terms of percentage, 20%, 30%, 40% and so on. If the profitability is increasing, it is only because of efficient managerial activity. Next advantage of managerial accounting is motivates employees. Employees are motivated only when they are given fair remuneration, as we understood in management chapter 14 principles of management propounded by Henry Fayol. Under that, one of the important principle is fair remuneration to personnel. When employees are paid better salaries, they are automatically motivated. So we can call it as self-motivation. People will be ready to accept and take up the jobs which leads to success for the organization. So the employees should be treated well, and there should be cordial relationship should be maintained between the employer and employee. So employees will be interested to take up the job whichever is assigned by the superiors. And the next advantage is enables fluctuations of business monetary funds. In every business, monetary funds are required, and sometimes we may start the business on small scale. We may expand the business which requires huge amount of fund, which we may raise through our business operations or borrow from the outside sources, including financial institutions. If our management is efficient, then we can easily secure more and more monetary funds through various sources. And the next advantage is flexibility and freedom. All the information which is collected through the financial accounting, cost accounting, will help the management to adopt and prepare the reports in a flexible manner and take the decisions without any kind of discrimination. There will be a lot of freedom which can be exercised by the management and take the decisions for the success of the organization. Next advantage is assists in goal accomplishment. Every organization will have a goal, and there is a need to focus the objectives of the organization and try to achieve them through various techniques and methods that are assigned to different people from top level to lower level. So the objectives can be achieved, and it determines as to how the management provides necessary information for formulating plans and policies. Next advantage is future prediction from past results. Previous results help the management in the form of external information and internal information, which is to be provided to the management for taking important decisions. If the past decisions were not successful, in that case we may have to improve upon and then take important decisions which help the management to predict future. Similarly, last advantage of managerial accounting is advanced techniques and features. There may be some techniques which are adopted by the organization, but those tools and techniques may not be adequate to achieve whatever the targets set by the organization. So they have to adopt the advanced techniques that are available, such as CPM and PERT. CPM is critical path method. PERT can be either program evaluation review technique or performance evaluation review technique. So these techniques will help the management to take important decisions. So these advantages help the management to secure benefits for its success and also promote the business in a manner which can lead the entire industry, and at the same time they also help the other organizations to take up the jobs as taken by this organization. This is how the following are the advantages which helps the management to take important decisions.